Today we are out in Brookside in Missouri, and we are doing kind of a wrap-up video of this particular house. We got two projects in Brookside actually going right now. This one is in its final stages. This one has already been rehabbed. It's been fully staged by Team KCPG. It's actually under contract through resolutions and ultimately waiting to close. So it's kind of in the final part of its timeline. If we rewind back to 4 months, the story behind this house is a single lady who just was curious about the cash buying experience and whether it was something she wanted to entertain or if she wanted to go through a traditional realtor. And so when she called up, we showed up, we do a house tour. I listen, I do the house tours and ultimately listen to what she's trying to do and where she's going and the timings that we had to meet. The house was full of stuff. She had lived here multiple years. It was very dark. It needed a lot of maintenance, and she knew that. And so she kind of came to the conclusion after we discussed options, specifically trying to meet the timing, because she needed time to kind of go through the huge amount of stuff that she had here, also with roommates who had large amounts of stuff, and she wanted time to go through that. And so this one's kind of sat under contract, I think, for anywhere from 4 or 5 months. It wasn't one that had to sell right away, but she was a planner and she wanted to work out all of her details before we ultimately closed. And so that's what we did. We went under contract, 4 or 5 months in advance. And basically I just told her to let me know as we got closer to that close date, whether she was going to be able to meet it or not. Then the pandemic had hit, and so things got delayed even more. And so we were able to discuss that. We were able to extend the contract, and ultimately, once we finally took possession, she was able and she wanted to leave some of the stuff that she didn't want. And so, I encourage anybody who wants to exercise that to definitely do it. Take your valuables, take your possessions, take your memories, but if there's things like a couch that's not going to work for you in your new space, or if there's old pieces of an estate, or if one of the roommates left stuff and you don't necessarily want it, you don't have to call the 1-800-JUNK guys or junk removal guys and pay them. I encourage anybody just to leave the stuff. Our guys are used to it. We run 5 crews, and one of those crews will come through and ultimately clean the house up and get it ready for rehab. And so that's what we did. 4 dumpsters later, we had this place cleaned up. Got 3 months of rehab here, and then from flooring to paint to new windows to taking one of the bedrooms, it was a 5-bedroom home, and making it a master bath. So the master suite actually has an ensuite area plus a walk-in master closet. We're able to bring kind of what you see here today, a lot more open and a lot more bright, and ultimately a house that we can hopefully hand over to the next family to live here for as long as they desire. That's what we do here at KC Property Guys. We kind of take houses and rehab them, and we like to think that we make them better than new. We've updated electrical in this place. We've updated the plumbing. We've updated the windows. We put a new roof on it. It had some structural issues on the front of the home with the columns, which a lot of these Brookside houses do, and we have the ability to adjust all those through our sister company, KC Pier. And so we were able to use all of our resources to kind of bring this house back together. All of the design features are put together by Scheele of Team KCPG. She's done all the staging, and now we've we're getting ready to at least hand this over to the next buyer, and then give them a chance to live in it as long as they like, hopefully for generations to come. And we're just about to put this one to rest. So if you have any interest, or if you want to, kind of entertain a cashing buy experience over, the traditional real estate experience, just give us a call. We'll meet, we'll walk through, we'll talk through the variables, and we got lots of options. So there's always some type of option that I can leave you to, make considerations so you can choose, how you want to take that house transaction and what path you actually want to walk it through.